y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with March favorites for diet, lifestyle, health and fitness, and skincare. And I'm going to start with the skincare and I'm going to jump right into this. And the first one is the allll Pumpkin Honey Glycolic Mask. Pumpkin is supposed to be really good for you. I've wanted to add something pumpkin-y in there for a while. So I picked this up after I heard about it from Alice for Living and Dawn's Love Over 40. They both love this. I was shocked at how active this feels. It feels like an acid, so I really like that. Okay, the next product I like for my skin, but I mainly like this for my eyes. If you've been with me, you know my eyes have been giving me fits. I have dry eye. I went to the doctor. It's severe. Well, I was talking to Alice for Living, and when she was getting over her Sjogren's, this is what she used, castor oil. So I did some research, and they have castor oil in Restasis. I would say if you use this around your eyes, please research it. I did. I'm going to link Elle's video down below where she talked about using castor oil. Now, I will tell y'all, I was scared of this at first. I started just by rubbing it all around my eyes and into my tear ducts, and then I would put on a sleeping mask. I eventually started putting a drop of this in my eye every night. And you have to use something organic, hexane-free, cold-pressed, and this is in glass. I was so careful. But after some research, I started putting a drop in. After 1 week, I went back to my eye doctor, and he was looking at my eyes, and he goes, "How did you get your eyes so much better in 1 week?" And I was like, all right, it's good. I'm going to start using it, like not being afraid of it. So every night for about 2 weeks, I put a big drop of this into my eyes. At first it stung, and then it just started feeling so good. Again, do your own research. Anytime you're putting something in your eyes, you have to feel good about it. I also was rubbing it all over my eyelids, my eyelashes, and it just makes my eyelashes just a little bit longer, a little bit fuller. It's slower and not as major as an eyelash growth serum, but they are growing, so I love this. Okay, next I'll continue on with some things for health. If you've been with me, you know that my allergies have been out of control for about a year. Well, about a month ago, I was watching a Dr. Berg video. He had been talking about hydrochloric acid, betaine. I don't know why this works on allergies, but this works on allergies. I take one before every meal, and it works on stomach acid, and it makes my allergies gone. I take this with breakfast. I take it with lunch. I will tell you, I feel like this keeps me up at night. So the other time with dinner, I take 2 apple cider vinegars, 450 milligrams, and this helps too. This is amazing. I can start sneezing. My nose is running. I feel like I'm gonna have to take an Allegra. I take one of these, gone. It is worth a shot if you struggle with seasonal allergies or allergies at all. Apparently it comes from gut health. Okay, next is a drink. It's a smoothie, and I make this smoothie with bone broth protein, and this tastes between a chocolate and a peanut butter, and I can't find a flavor on it. It is delicious. I put this in my little NutriBullet. I put a scoop of this, a scoop of chia seeds that are supposed to be really good omega-3s. And the bone broth is just, I think it's good for everything, kind of like a collagen. I think it's good for joints. It's good for just your overall health. And so I make a smoothie with unsweet coconut milk, a scoop of this, about a tablespoon of the chia seeds. It is delicious and really good for you. I'm alternating this drink with my collagen and unsweet coconut milk, and I'm adding chia to all of it. But I do this one day and I do the collagen one day. Okay, next. Last month I had the Barleans omega-3 in the citrus sorbet, I think it was called. And this month I have it in key lime pie. It's just as delicious. These are so good. They're like dessert. And they're sweetened with xylitol, which is supposed to be pretty good for you. I think xylitol's real popular maybe in Europe. So anyway, this is delicious. I get that at my health food store. And I also, since I've been having so much problem with my eyes, I got the eye remedy in the Tangerine smoothie. Delicious. So I take a tablespoon of both of those. So I'm getting a ton of my omegas. My eye doctor said the omegas for dry eye are great. Okay, heard about the next thing from Ellis for Living, and that is the liquid MSM drops. This is just great for eye health. So I use these a couple of times a day, 3 or 4 times a day. These are supposed to be great for floaters and dry eye, and they just make your eyes act younger. But I did a lot of research on it. Do your research. I love my MSM eye drops. And next, a lifestyle item, and that is these absolutely cordless headphones. I like them so much, I got 2 backups so that I will always have them. There's never a cord in the way. They have a microphone. Sometimes there's a little bit of feedback if you're leaving a message, but I've had really good luck with these. I love them. I will link them down below, the ones that I have, and I love these so much that I literally got 3 pairs of this brand. These were mid-range, I think about 30, 35. So I never spend a lot on my headphones. Okay, next, I have another sleeping mask for you. I think I had sleeping masks in my last favorites, but this one's different. Okay, it looks like a strapless bra. I did not know if I was gonna like this, but I love it. It has a stiff shape. It does not put any pressure on my eyes, but it keeps them nice and warm at night so they don't get dried out. This rests here and here, but it doesn't press on my eyes. I love the sleeping mask. So if you like a sleeping mask, but don't like how it presses on your eyes, this does not press at all. Okay, next, Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. Delicious. It's like a salty treat. I put Brussels sprouts, I cut them in half, put them in the air fryer, spray them with coconut oil, and then put salt, sea salt on them, and put them in there. Even the real charred pieces are delicious. It is like a salty treat. A salty, healthy treat, and I love it. Okay, next, I have 2 gluten-free chips that I love. This one has been in a past video, but I have re-fallen in love with the Siete grain-free tortilla chips in lime. I get these at the health food store. I'll tell you why I'm loving these, because of the ingredients. These don't have any wheat or rice or corn. It's a mineral-rich root vegetable. I think it's from the yucca plant. It has avocado oil, coconut flour, ground chia seeds, sea salt, citric acid, and lime oil. No guilt in these. These are absolutely my first choice. Now, again, I've said in the past, these are not carb-free. These are gluten-free, but not carb-free. They have 18 carbs. So I'm careful with them for my carbs, but health-wise, these are great. My friend Carol told me about those. And then I have a new favorite, the Beanitos Hint of Lime. These have a very strong lime and salt flavor. They're delicious. Now, these do have rice flour in them, so I don't consider these as healthy as the Siete, but they're delicious. The first ingredient is whole great northern beans, sunflower oil, rice flour, tapioca starch, sea salt, and they have cane sugar. So I am careful with these, but the Beanitos are great. Heard about these from Mary Ellen after 60, and I love the Beanitos, but I'm careful. I'm just careful with all that because they do have carbs. Okay, next, a channel, Bailey Sarian. If you've been with me, you know I love Dateline. I always have a Dateline of 48 hours, ID television. I love the murder shows. She's gorgeous and does great makeup tutorials while she talks about murder mysteries. Murder Mystery Mondays or Murder Mystery Makeover Mondays. She does her makeup while she talks about murder cases. I'm going to link her channel down below. If you don't know her and you like murder mysteries and you like makeup, you will love her. Okay, then I'm going to tell you about 3 books I read this month that I loved. My top 2 were both by Rachel Kane, and the first one was called Stillhouse Lake. This is about a woman who has no idea she's married to a serial killer until one day she finds out she's married to a serial killer. It's about what happens to her after her husband is tried as one of the most prolific, notorious serial killers of her time, and then pretty much the internet turns against her, like, why didn't you know? And they start tormenting her and her family and how she protects her children and the relationships, and It is excellent. I read it in about 2 days, and then right after that, I read the second one, and it was called Kilman Creek, and it might have been better than the first one. I read that one in about a day and a half. It was so good. I don't want to say too much about it in the about. I'm not going to say much about that one. I will just say it's a continuation of the first one, and it is as good and suspenseful as book number 1. So the first 2 books in the Stillhouse Lake trilogy are excellent. And I haven't read the third one yet because it's not out, or it wasn't out last time I checked. And then the third one I heard about from Ellis for Living, and it was called The Silent Patient. And it was about a psychotherapist and a woman that he's studying that committed an act of violence against her husband, and she does not speak. She hasn't spoken for years, and then it talks about her past with her husband. It talks about the psychotherapist's past and his present, and how he kind of he's just obsessed with her case. It was excellent, and I did not figure that book out until maybe the last page. It was very good. And then my last favorite, I think, is Goodreads. I am very late to coming on Goodreads, and I'm on there as Kathy's Beauty Care Chats. So if you're on there, go on there and friend me, and we can look at each other's books, what we want to read. I can look at what you want to read. You can look at what I want to read, how we've rated past books. I'm loving Goodreads. So I'm very late to that, but I love it. Okay, and that is it for my health and lifestyle favorites for March. Y'all let me know down below some health, lifestyle, beauty, any favorites you might have. Let me know what those are so I can pick those up and leave them with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.